Hey guys, so I legitimately felt a little bad for how long I made you all wait for the Fun and Fancy free episode, so to make it up to you, 2 episodes this week. How about that? I think I'm going to keep trying to do these Disney news stuff when I can, just because I've gotten a pretty decent response for them, and it can also be used as a forum to kind of let you know what's going on my side of things as well. So on my end of things, just to clarify what happened and what led to all these delays. The job that I do, it does involve video editing, and the hours can get a little wild sometimes. And this past week in particular, I would be at work from like 9 in the morning to 11:30 at night. And when you're doing that for so long, and you're staring at a computer and you're doing editing and all those things, when you come home, sometimes the last thing you want to do is look at your own computer and do editing on your own project. So some of it was that, some of it was just not having time, and kind of a mix of a bunch of things, but I'm fine. Thank you for the concern from some of you people who reached out to make sure that everything was okay. And for future reference, again, as much as I would like to try to get everything out on Wednesdays, realistically, I know I'm probably going to have delays again. So for future reference, if you guys check on Wednesday and I don't have a video out, it's probably just because I'm getting delayed because of work stuff. And either check Friday for something to come out or Saturday. But hopefully I'll be able to hit the deadline more often than not, but just a heads up, videos may get delayed every now and again. So enough about me. One of the big stories that I saw relating to Disney this week was that James Cameron, the famous director, apparently had seen and gave some of his feelings on the new expansion of Animal Kingdom, or what they're working on, which is Pandora, the land from Avatar. This Avatar, not the awesome cartoon. And yeah, I mean, he was very high on it, which is always a good sign, because it's kind of his vision. It's funny, because when they first announced that, I kind of had mixed feelings on it, because I think Animal Kingdom definitely needed a facelift of sorts. Ever since it opened, really, they've been struggling. It's always kind of been like the black sheep of the Disney World parks, and they've been trying to expand on it and make it more appealing to spend a whole day there. I mean, I know they put in Expedition Everest now a while back, and so hopefully this next big expansion will be the next big thing for Animal Kingdom. But the reason why I had mixed feelings on it is because, as much as I think that Animal Kingdom needed it, I thought that Avatar was kind of an odd choice for to enter into a Disney park. The movie I thought was all right, but it's rare that you see non-Disney properties in Disney. Now, granted, we did see Star Wars in something like Hollywood Studios for a long time, but now, of course, that is a Disney property, so that kind of is a moot point. So yeah, when they first announced it, it was kind of a mix, because I was excited that Animal Kingdom was getting something, but I kind of always hoped that their expansion and additions would kind of be more original than just, trying to get stuff like a movie land. I know original plans for Animal Kingdom had something called the Beastly Kingdom, which I always thought would have been really cool, but that obviously never came to fruition. I'll probably do a video on it someday, because it is really interesting, and it's one of those things that kind of never came to be. But the more that I hear about it, the more that I think that Pandora and the Avatar land will be pretty cool. I mean, the movie itself was visually stunning, so they can do a lot. Some of the plans that I've been hearing them trying to do is like floating mountains and stuff, so I mean, I'm really interested to see how they do it all, and I'm interested to see what the final result is going to be. And again, James Cameron has apparently said that he really likes what they've been doing so far, so good sign there. And they've been really mum on some of the rides. I think I heard there was a flying ride of some sort, like a flying simulator or something that where it's like you can fly one of the animals. I forget what they were called in the movie. And then there was another one where I think it was like you take like a boat ride. It was kind of like a dark ride where you can see the fauna and the plants and animals of Pandora. So one of those nature-ish ones. And yeah, I mean the land of Pandora and all that stuff, I think it can fit in with the Animal Kingdom vibe, and it kind of loosely ties into the original idea of Animal Kingdom, which was to celebrate animals that currently exist, animals that did exist, and mythical animals. So I guess that's kind of Avatar. So, I mean, if nothing else, it should bring a lot more publicity and a lot more reason to go to Animal Kingdom and stay there for longer. Because right now, if memory serves, I think the last time I was there, the park closes at like the afternoon. But I know they're already planning like nighttime parades and stuff, particularly with Pandora. So, hopefully this gives Animal Kingdom the boost that it needs to kind of take it out of the black sheep territory. And plus, I mean, apparently Avatar is going to have sequels and all that stuff. I think that they had 2 sequels already agreed to or something along those lines. So it will remain relevant. And I know that was one of the big concerns for people when this was first announced, was that this got announced, I mean, years after the movie came out. It's been, about 5 years now since the movie came out, so, or 4 years. So I know people were wondering why it took so long and did it miss its time, but there are sequels coming out, so it will still be relevant for some time, and hopefully the sequels do well, and the trilogy ends up being remembered as something big, and Pandora will always kind of be relevant at a Disney park as opposed to just kind of a flash in the pan odd memory over there. But I think I've rambled enough for one day. Hopefully I've made up for my lateness, and hopefully I won't have to make up for my lateness for some time, but hey, you never know. Next week, trying out a new series, so it should be pretty cool. It's kind of in the mold of a Disney history, but with a little more specific, different aspect. It'll make sense when you see it. And guys, that's about it for me. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for all the kind remarks and all that good stuff. And hopefully, I'll see you all on Wednesday.